Hello and welcome to episode 15 of eSports Edition. In this segment, I want to quickly tackle why I feel the price of integrity is a little bit too low in esports and what can be done and why raising that price can help solve some of the ills that we're seeing across the scene today. And the motivation for this is last week's news, and I'll include a link in the description of the StarCraft 2 Pro scene where 9 were arrested, a player was banned for life as a result of some match fixing scandal, sustained match fixing scandal. And it dawned on me that these reports and these realities of violations of competitive integrity are pretty simple at this juncture in esports. And it comes down to the price to remain or to maintain integrity is far too low. And when you have that low threshold, it's very easy for those nefarious forces to step in and throw a couple $1,000s at people, and all of a sudden you get otherwise moral people to do immoral things. And the answer isn't increasing punitive measures. The answer isn't even in threatening or the threat of losing a career. It's actually providing those who are powering the professional scene, the coaches, the pros, the managing directors, people involved on the inside, with more to lose. So you don't threaten to take more from them, but you provide them more to lose. So when they do, as we all do for every single decision, big and small, they do a cost benefit analysis, and we say to ourselves and we think in our heads, what do I have, what can I lose by saying yes and no? That outcome needs to reflect more positively on the side of no, from the perspective that there is more to lose. Right now, that's not the case. You have pros being paid meager sums. You have a lack of sustained financial stability. A lot of that has to do with the fragmented nature of esports. I don't think it'll ever be a top-down hierarchy where you're going to have one single regulator or one regulated league. But still, there needs to be a wide array of opportunities to build a career, build a life around what you do in competitive gaming. Because when pros, when coaches, when people who are on the inside of the scene don't see that sustainability for themselves, they're going to very easily throw it away for short-term gain. And that's going to reflect badly on everyone, because as the covers in esports continue to get pulled back by involvement from traditional media, outside investment, corporations, you can't have these instabilities. You can't have a match fixing scandal every other 4 or 5 months. I mean, I saw a piece on 60 Minutes about the NBA, and they had in the early 2000s, they had a huge betting scandal with a referee who was betting on games he officiated. It was crazy. And if you can imagine, he did the 60 Minutes piece, he spilled his beans, and there's nothing you can do to fully insulate yourself from human greed. But you have to have protections, and not protections of we're going to catch you if you screw up, but protections in the form of, hey man, as an NBA referee, if you get caught doing this, this could be the end of a long or a career. Esports has to have the same thing. When people sit down and, like I said, make that decision, they have to have the potential to build something long term in the scene. They have to see a career track. They have to see opportunities past their current station in the space that'll help encourage, that'll help incentivize making those good decisions. At the end of the day, these are all autonomous human beings, and there are always going to be decisions made for the good and for worse. But that's why it's important to create more to lose. That's why that price of integrity needs to go up, and the only way to raise that price of integrity is to raise the opportunities available by making the right choices. So hopefully we see more of that, and I'm firmly convinced until that happens, we're at the behest of the next scandal, and the next scandal will be bigger. The next scandal will be more widespread, and it could potentially do more than just involve a handful of people being arrested or banned for life. That's all I have for this week, and thanks everybody for tuning in. Catch you guys around.